Okay, we're back. It's not apostrophe with Final Fantasy 14 online. Look at the armor and see when my next purchase is going to have to be, what level it is. It's the last one here. Where do I go to get better stuff after this? I'm kind of dependent on this city, honestly. Clothes do look like they're from here. They're piratey. Oh, purple monk. Gordania. Well, what the hell? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff. These guys make it unfortunate. Since I'm here, what the hell is it you offer? So, as if I'm not busy enough without playing Lost and Found. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without her belongings, and I'm at a loss for what to do about it. While I understand the adventurers may have many cares on their minds, it would make my life much easier if they could keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her, as with every pretty lass he lays his eyes on. Well, that's neither here nor there. Might it trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Ah, the sweetest thing with the journal? Of course I remember her, and remember her well. Had a smile to warm the heart and a laugh. A little one, one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul, and she was most eager to hear tales of my many travels, which speak to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe her name was. No, that's not right. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Ah, damned if I can't remember. You must understand no small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Any road, the girl spoke of paying a visit to Apocalypse Falls before traveling on. Like not, you'll find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our parting. Do pass along my regards if you see her. Should she be readily recognizable in that charming straw hat of hers. How far away is this person? Okay, I guess that's not terrible. Alright. pardon. I do not believe that we've met. You have something of mine, you say? My journal. Thank the 12. In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might I be so bold as to ask your name? You have my gratitude, Miyamurai. I may not look like much, but I count the humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm, as told by the sensitive souls I have met in my travels across Eorzea. Tales that have struck me with the most incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I'm sure. But I would ask you, Miyamurai, have you truly seen her, borne witness to Eorzea in her myriads of splendor? Have you stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol, just as the sun peeks out over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands underneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky as Sagoli adrift amidst the boundless seas of stars? But why do I even try to convey with words which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away, if I may quote from my journal. Yes, this is the one. Before the fane, beneath the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here that I can assure you the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me. Go there and look out upon the beauty before you. I would hear your thoughts. Upon one of the Eorzea's stirring vistas and has identified the explorer Neelith Ironheart. Return to Paco Falls and report of your sighting. Welcome back, Miyamurai. I trust you are as moved by the sight as I was. The great stone that adorns the entrance to Silgate Fane is none other than the Sky Serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nofika, the matron so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks, remnants no doubt of a primeval forest. Whence they come? Why do the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know, but I do know. But what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty. If only we were to know where to look. This is what compels me to wander. Not the promise of power, glory, and riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all wonders around us, as wrought by the gods and men alike. Though we have just met, the twinkle in your eye tells me that we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift with you a sightseeing log of your own. In its pages you will find my record of the most stirring sights of the realm, those I have seen with my own eyes, and those I have, thus far at least, only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but this is not all more reason is this not all the more reason to take the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time? And who can say? Perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. With that, I wish you safe travels, Miyamorai. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. You now have access to the sightseeing log, a compendium of the most beautiful sights to be seen in Eorzea, as compiled by the explorer Millith Ironheart. To open it, select logs from the main menu, followed by the sightseeing log. From the snippets of information contained within, identify and seek out locations described. Note that certain sights may only be properly appreciated at a given time of the day under the ideal weather conditions. Perform the designated emote while taking in the sights, and the entry for the corresponding vistas will be marked off. With your sightseeing log in hand, go forth and see Eorzea as few have ever seen her before. The sightseeing log is a comprehensive record of breathtaking landscapes and stunning vistas that you have discovered across Eorzea. Vistas are often difficult to reach, some requiring sprinting or jumping, and are only recorded upon discovering the exact location noted in Millith's time of the day and weather. Millith's log. Time of the day and weather are also important to uncovering a vista, as the emotes you perform since you have arrived at once you have arrived at one. Millith's impression will often contain hints on these conditions, though you may still need all of your wits to discover some of the more obscure entries. Once an entry is complete, a rough sketch and information on the location's history will be added to your log. Sounds like totally something not worth the trouble. Okay, Black Shroud. This. Okay, let's go here. I guess I've never been here. Place where everything was going to kick my ass. Probably why I wasn't going around exploring. Alright, way too high level here. Let's attune to some crystals at least, huh? Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! If we were to permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium, do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Alone, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We are stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Dundier, as is mine. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed that the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that doesn't mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. The gentleman come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Lodovix be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort up above. Absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. It is our holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halon's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Formamont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not recognize you had a guest. Inquisitor... Gilame, you honor us with your presence, sir. This gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durente's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship seen last in Corthius 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snow can come quickly in Corthius. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durender in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, sir. I cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a certain favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixiel in that vicinity. If you seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it will be a great comfort to me. What a relief to see someone other than the goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixiel were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durende cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. What a snob. Shouldn't have saved your ass. It's a freeze out there. Frozen asshole. arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, of which they are honored bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official induction into the high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you will have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man from our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. In introduction to the other high houses, I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. While you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? This does nothing. Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire, Lox, was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, I would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will ensure you to House Helenarte, further improving the chances they will indulge in your request for aid. These names are crazy. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... But wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's personal property of Lord Francisco. Are you certain? Clearly intent was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me. A draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Francisco? Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenarte is whispered to be interested or infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenarte. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Of course it must. Jerk. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francisco is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man who wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this is because I served House Helenarte for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you are a friend. Now go. Yes, you look as though you've something to say. Do you? I am Sir Carlot. I see Sir Carlot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Corthia since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy, and must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt... this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Hoshfont of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. changing this? Who cares? Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respect, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I will gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me what you have come. Why have you come? Ah, it's one of those things. Is there any justice in this world? These charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak was last seen above Carthius before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartnu, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragon's Head. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest at the House Fortemps. It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your mission airship. While you wait, mayhaps you might indulge me in a small favor. It is obvious to me that you know much more of the ways of war. I ask that you share that knowledge with our knights, so that they might better prepare when the next Dravanian horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. Fine morrow to you, sir. Lord Hutchinfot tells me you possess a great deal of experience, certainly more than the Green Boys. I mean to test today. If you allow, I would like you to even the odds by setting all three against you. No objections, yes? Let us begin. Knights, to arms! You certainly live up to Lord Hutchinfot's expectations. It was a pleasure to watch you fight, sir. I observed everything from the western wall. Splendid performance, Miyamorai. Mayhap you have discerned that this during our short time here, but House Fortemps regards outsiders differently than the other high houses. We have no objections to employing adventurers and sellswords, for example, whereas the others have, for all intents and purposes, forbidden the practice. They do so at their own peril. To disregard a man's talents solely because of the circumstances of his birth is short-sighted and foolish. You know, after watching you spar with our knights, I am reminded that you are a man of action. Doubtless you would rather take a more active role in my inquiries, yes? Then let us discuss how you will do just that. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unwilling or unable to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that doesn't mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. Lady Nine of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Gravillion of the House of Hartnett, or Heliarte, who can be found at Skyfire Locks. Though my information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of the House of Duendare yet? Really? Perhaps he would be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Desmail. I shall contact them myself. I seek the counsel of the three I mentioned. Or seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Adventurer, I hear like a good hunt. The common folk tell me they have lots of good many in their The common people tell me they have lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, and so they come to me, and I in turn come to you. We must needs have a decoy for this hunt, but I would not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let us have my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre out in the open. Ah, he is my darling Karakul. A wise knight keeps her own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp and will someday feed me too, no doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. A word, adventurer. House Fortemps has just called a reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply trains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this litter of 4 is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, the hunting horns would have sounded ere the blood had rusted. I would see you avenge them, and the reward is a fair one. Bring back the hides, and we shall both gain what we seek. That's everywhere. I have a very good authority that dragons have once again been spotted around the Steel Vigil. Yet it would not serve to send knights to the area, considering the entirely disgraceful hurly-burly over Lord Frenzy. Would you investigate the Steel Vigil in our stead? Well, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely one of the House Fortemps if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of Lord Frenzel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the House Helinarte have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Is there a place to buy stuff here too? He's far away. Hellon, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hutchinfont? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of hearsay have thrown House Heliantre into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. So, I'm not helpful. Thanks a lot. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Hutchfott's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to discard Ishgarian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since the Inquisitor Gulliman arrived in Corthius, countless heretics have been discovered even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Hutchfott wishes to waste his days chasing after long-lost airships, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Same places. And further north. Okay. Hard, my bird. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I, I fear. It seems the whole of Corthius is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal question to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil, and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Oh, I need 4 wolf things. Well, shoot. Oh, there's only 3 in a little circle. Lose Sebastian from his bonds, leave him be, and he will make his own way back. Ah, there you are. Let us toast to a job well done. I've just finished with brushing Sebastian. He will get some squash with his hay tonight. Cartinitas spoke highly of you, and he is right, I think. There is much to be said of a man who is sworn not to a master, but to his work. With adventurers, one need only speak to the end, and they devise their own means. With a smug look on your face, I should say there are 4 fewer wolves in Carthus today. Show me the pelts and compare your triumph. There they are. These are they. See you the markings here. With these hell pups gone, all our people shall breathe easier. How near it is that we scorn death in the maws of ravening beasts. These men died in battles as surely as any other on the Dragon Pyre. When knights are thin upon the ground, it is the lowly of the house who suffer. Grooms and washers, porters and yeomen, our house patches with adventurers wherever is threadbare, but some of the other high houses continue to bar the gates against outlanders altogether, or treat them with such disdain that any service they accept must surely bear a taint. Honor is in how justly we treat others who serve the cause alongside us, in life and death. Out of honor flows all that makes a man of a boy, a woman of a girl. Surely when we meet Halon after in the afterlife, 'tis honor she judges, not pride. A word, if I may. Have you the inclination to undertake another commission? I would not ask if you do not look rested and refreshed. You may have heard whispers of it, but a patrol lost its way in the blizzard and wandered into the ogre's belly. Needless to say, not all of them returned alive, and the Sawbones have been carving all manner of bits off of those that did. They mistook Willow the Wykes for the light of the camp and were lured to the cave. We've enough perils around us without those quizzing devils amusing themselves with us. We cannot have men gainsaying their own eyes, afraid to trust the lights they see in their distance. Will you take yourself to the ogre's belly and dispatch those Wykes? I don't even know what the hell. Okay, well, forget it. Who else needs help? This thing's like lit up all over the place. People want me to run fetch quests. If you give me armor, I'm fine. Well met, brother in drudgery. I am a sellsword myself, but I doubt this lot here rates any higher than adventurers. But I cannot complain. I have 3 squares and a clean straw enough to sleep in, even if I mow all day for it. Any road, I thought I'd share some work with you today. A wagon bound for House Fortemps broke its wheel shaft on the way and sent word that'd be half a day late. Ain't showed up yet. They are on East Road. The legs of yours won't find too far. I've got my own donkey work to see to, but we'll have a mug of something when you return. Hey you, no time for niceties. I'm waiting on Ceruleum. That old-on cutpurse who calls himself a trader is late with his shipment. Ceruleum burns like an alewife in winter, and there's no going without it to make the fire sands for the ballistas. Curse that Singot. What does he think we're fighting here? Ladybugs? You look like you'd enjoy a spot of heat. Find out where my Ceruleum order is, go to Singot, and, lean on him a little. Question him like. I tell you, those Uldans, keen on being paid, but not keen on doing their work. Present company excluded, of course. Can't trust them, especially that lot on the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. It's back home. Where is Lord Franzel? Please, you must find him. Must I? Who goes there? Where am I? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Hallon be praised, you did it! But what of the others? 30 knights who accompanied me. Where are they? I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Is it then Lord Franzel is safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Heliante if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did. Sir Heliante will remember your kindness. Three knights. Two knights. This is other guy hiding. Is he up a tree somewhere? What the heck? Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped had we demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scaleskin. Moreover, it was House Helinarte that yielded to the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done not to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence until my dying breath. Oh, I guess I completed all my quests. Okay. Well, it's weird to see everything checked off like that. So fun to see elemental enemies not attack you. But in Final Fantasy XII, man, those are the first things that get you. Even with the fight nothing to do with them, they will come on by. What, there's a fight? Wow, let's clean up all these bastards. You made good time. What news? Exil? Got 'em all, huh? Poor sods. I tell you, the high and mighty around these parts don't even see in black and white. They see in dragon and not dragon. You know what I speak. All manner of nasties that don't breathe fire kill as many men, but that's neither here nor there for them. Ain't nothing to me either, I suppose. This place, not enough men, not enough arms, and cold enough to make a man's piss ice. I tell you, coming west to offer my services was mayhap less wise than I thought. This is a chill even the bowl of Muntui soup won't cure. Ah, to be in Gridania again. That's right, I got the audap for that one. You have some dark news. It is writ upon your aspect. Come, speak. This tome is notorious, forbidden by the Holy See, of course, and a frequent trophy of the Inquisitor's raids on unbelievers. If you found this in a steel vigil, it can only mean that the unbelievers infest the ruins. They must have been tasked by the Dravanians to keep watch and thwart any attempts to rebuild the vigil, traitorous to their blood. I would have that they had but one black heart. My sword would pierce its rotten core and forever rid us of their kind. Okay. Expose my skin in the cold of winter. It seems like not a great fashion sense there. Back so soon, and with full success? The Blikes never knew what struck them, I'll wager. By Helon, it is good to have something go well. Forgive my outburst. It has been a difficult week, moon, some longer span of time. Like a siege, though none exists. A man cannot live in a constant state of unhappy strain. The success you convey back to me means a great deal. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Transel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal for which our Inquisitor Guliam has conducted his investigation. In any case, if you wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Transel's name, and by association, yours. It's funny, I already have these, I think. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Trancel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it there. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Lord Brickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthus, so he may have some kind of inkling who could be responsible. I hail from Gridania, Desert Brother. Fighting Ixil is what we do there, but I sure don't expect them to see them in these mountains. I know those shite birds, and they're up to something. It's nothing I can go to my employer with, it's just a feeling. But whenever I got this feeling in the 12's and nothing's got done, something bad bit us on the arse. I've not had a moment to spare, and the feeling grows stronger. It ill becomes a sellsword to be part of his own guild in this matter. But will you enter the Ixil lair to the east and see if there are any clues to be found? Know you a gorge called Withdrop? Sharp as claws and hard as steel, it is where those suspected of heresy are judged by the Inquisition. The guilty would fly to escape death using the power granted them by the Dravanians, and the temple archers would put an arrow through their black hearts. The innocent would break upon the gorge floor, and their purity proven. The souls would ascend to Halon's halls, and there await the loved ones. The one I loved was judged by Withdrop. He went to his death with a rosary on him. I carved the crystal myself. I had only made 4 before he was taken. I think that mayhap the beads lie forgotten on the floor of that gorge. They say you have keen eyes, closed lips, and a kind heart. Will you find the rosary for my heart's succor? I do not expect all 4 beads, but please, good adventurer, as many as you can. That daughter of mine, when she had mind to do a thing, there's no stopping her. She's gone off to the Weeping Saint alone. I've told her time and time again it's not safe with all the unbelievers about. You're one of those fearless, fire-breathing adventurers, aren't you? Normally I'd tell you to stay away from my fine, high-spirited lass, but right now I bid you go into hot pursuit to the Weeping Saint and bring her back safe and sound. Is there somebody else? Oh, jeez. Whole house is full. I had a son once, a fine boy. Maybe if he'd lived, he would have been around your age by now. I'm not sure. My memory's not so good these days. But he wandered into the ogre's belly in a blizzard, and one of the beasts in there killed him. I'm neither knight nor maid, but I tell you my heart cries out for vengeance. May, justice, even after all these years. I won't go to my grave knowing that the creature that will blight another life as I did mine. Take all that I have left, but slay the Gorgator. Here, this is a bottle of caracal blood. Pour it out and the scent will draw the creature. It does not care what kind of blood it is, you see. Once it senses prey, you'll be ready, won't you? Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap stream 14 online. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.